I'm Tommy Rhodes. I'm the coordinator for career technical education for Baldwin County, Alabama. It's on the Gulf Coast. In fact, we're down here now. That's why I'm dressed this way at a conference. It's the fifth largest school system in Alabama. We have 27,000 students and probably over 3,000 employees, which is big to some and not too big for some. We have 7 high schools, 2 technical centers, and 10 middle schools. And I have this program, Sous Chef, in all of my high schools. One of my high schools has a culinary arts program. The rest of them are regular family consumer science programs. And this summer, I'm going to add, for the coming year, the programs in all of my middle schools because I believe in it that much. I have 39 years experience in the field, so I guess I'm getting kind of old. I'm one of them. But I've enjoyed my career, and this is something that I have learned that is very valuable, this Sous Chef software that we have in the program. So I'm real pleased to be able to talk about it.
Thank you, Tom. One question is, how has the Sous Chef benefited your teachers and your students?
That's a good question. It is so professionally done that it brings the professional level of expertise to the classroom. The chef I have, I call her a chef, she's not quite a chef yet, but she's been going to school and getting her training as a chef. But it brings, not only for her, but for my normal family consumer science teachers that definitely are not chefs, it brings the professional chef to the classroom. The teachers get to see the actual hands-on demonstration of whatever standard we're trying to discuss. And that's what I think is so great, because it unifies or puts in front of every student in every one of our schools the same type thing. It's not that one teacher does a good job, the other is not quite as good, but it's the same thing. So the teacher actually kind of facilitates the learning, and the chef on the in videos are actually showing them the real, I call it the real stuff.
Wonderful. And so how's this benefited your students and their development?
They're really excited to and impressed that they can see the quality of the I'll call them videos, the demonstrations. And it's easy for a teacher to talk and explain, but when they're actually seeing it too, and then they get to perform it, and then they can go back and see how they did. We've even videoed some of them doing the process. So, they see exactly what to do professionally, how to do it. Not just get up there and play with a knife, but, how to do it. One thing good I like about it is if a student is absent and misses a lesson, when they have time during the next day, the student can go in and catch up, without stopping the teacher from doing what she's doing that way. So it's real good. If students need remediation or they need 2 or 3 different demonstrations, that ability is there also. So it's good reinforcement for learning. So the students have benefited greatly from this program.
And last question, how have you implemented the Sous Chef in your schools?
What we've done is, in the culinary program, she utilizes that in her regular, we have a regular course of study, and all this does is supplement it. Our State Department of Education in Montgomery, we're in Alabama, they are very supportive of this as I call it a teaching tool. And what's so good about it, I hadn't mentioned this yet, but, all the feds and everybody, they're always talking about infusing or integrating technology into the school day and into learning. That's exactly what we're doing. We're using technology. It is a tool. We're bringing it into the classroom. So the culinary program, naturally, they're going to be go into the profession. In our regular FACS classes in high school that we're using it in, again, it gives the students the ability to learn the various standards that we're talking about and what the teachers are talking about. And it could, I think, get some of them excited that might want to go into that field. That's another thing I want to do this summer is buy, and then in the fall we'll add it to our middle school programs, because it can be like an exploratory. You know, it gets in there and opens turns those clogged wheels up there, and lets them say, hey, this is pretty neat. This is something I think I want to do. So that's what we're doing. We're using it as a supplement to our regular teaching, and it's proved very beneficial.
Wonderful. Actually, I just came up with one more question, so I'm sorry. How has the value been for this particular piece of software?
I think we're getting our money's worth, and I'm real excited to see. I bought this a couple of years ago, or I guess a year ago. I'm really excited to see the upgrade you have available now, where you're adding a lot more to it. I think that's just going to provide so much more untold benefits for us, and I think the value is there. What I like about it is we buy it, we have it, we don't have to pay for it every year to continue to use it. That's a drawback, because when monies get tight, you'd have to drop using it if we couldn't afford to pay for it every year. But I'm going to get the upgrades for everybody, and we're going to move forward and enjoy and utilize it.
Thank you very much, Thomas. We thank you for your support.
My pleasure, and I want to thank you now, you and your company both, for having the insight, I think about 10 years ago, to come in here and bring this teaching tool into the classroom and provide it for us. We're bringing the quality that probably was only available at chefs' schools or academies or whatever, culinary arts schools. But you're able, with this software, you provided us the ability to bring it down into what I call the classroom secondary level, and it's fantastic. Thank you very much.